Hey man, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Abukar Kodash, and double honor to the apostles of the great millstone, and also can't forget the brothers out there that's forwarding His ministry as always, giving salutations, and even unto the brothers that can, perform the ministry, or should I say another word, further the ministry, the way they do it due to their personal circumstances, and but they still take heed and listen and grow in the spirit, in this truth, and as well as the Aquafiam too, the sisters out there. So shalom to y'all. But anyway, it's the brother Laban, out here again in the fields, as you can always see. When I come out here, or as you can see, excuse me. All right. It's a little bit on the nippy side, but it's nice. And what I want to do today is, brothers and a few users that are watching, I want to also share another vision that I had of mass arrest. Now, the vision begun. I was in this caravan, and this Elamite was driving the caravan, but he was driving it backwards, and he was driving so quick he was even changing gears too. Because normally when you reverse the car, you're obviously in gear reverse, and there's no shifting gears. So he was going really quick, and I was in a van, but the van had no windows. The caravan had no windows on it. So what happened was, he backed up just so that he can drive me to this area. Within this area, you had a lot of people in this neighborhood, and it had been about maybe like 100, maybe like 75 to 100 police officers. And what was going on is basically people were about to be arrested. And as I was coming out of the vision, my body trembled. Like when you read about I think it was Ezra, when Ezra received the vision, his bones trembled, if I'm correct, and that's what happened to me at the I would say within the vision and coming out of it. My bones trembled. My body was shaking. That's how powerful this vision was that I had. And when you read about the prophets that received visions, they were either sick or they were shaken, and that's exactly what happened to me when I had this vision of the mass arrest happening. Basically, Jacob's trouble, so that you understand. And that's what I want to get into today, because right now, we're no longer under the COVID rules. Well, I mean, we're still under it to a smaller degree, but we're going to officially come out of it by March, which is next month. And what you have is a lot of us that think that everything's back to normal now, or things about to get back to normal even more so, but that's not the case. As we know, according to the book of 1 Thessalonians 5, where that tells us that when they shall say peace and safety, as it reads, then and only then sudden destruction cometh upon them. So us that are in the know, that are awakened, we very well know that a couple of more crises is about to take place, man. Excuse me. And that's what we're expecting. We know that things are going to return back to normal completely, forever. No, because this world that we're living in is going to go through its destruction phases to its no more. So I just want to read this. This is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 1. But the time, the seasons, and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh, as a thief in the night. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah. So we know this very well. So beginning with our elders, our apostles that taught us this truth, going into the scriptures and showing us the historical accounts of our forefathers, the Bible, going into prophecies and everything else, and giving us this picture of seeing things, how this world is going to turn out to be said and done when it comes to an end. Because as we always prophesy about, is the kingdom coming. So how can this kingdom come when this world is going to last forever? So this world would have to come crashing down. So we know that things are all right now, but for how long? Okay. So like I was saying about the vision. I mean, the vision was because it was funny when I was within the vision. I wasn't scared, I wasn't nervous or anything, but it's when I came out the vision and I started trembling, which is weird, right? So you have a lot of people. I'm not just the only one. There's a lot of people out here that are having these strange dreams, strange visions of things forth to come. And that's because the Lord is preparing the minds of all of us together of these things, these plagues, these current events, because it's soon to come. So this world ain't gonna last forever. I mean, we don't have another 200 years of this empire. Esau would be lucky if he got another 3 years, I think, anyway. Just by the way things are right now. You have the supply chain issues and this the tensions between America and Russia and Iran and the likes down, and also as well as NATO down there in Ukraine. So you have a lot of things happening on this earth, man, and things that are about to happen that's coming on the earth as well. So we know without a shadow of a doubt that this place ain't got too long, man. When you pay attention to the current events, the news and all that stuff, you can see what's going down. The prophecies are speaking. It's clear. Yahweh shall warn the disciples of these things to come. He warned us that you're going to have false anointed ones. He's warned us that you're going to have current events that are going to occur. And then when all of these things take place, then, and only then, that's when he's going to come and make his second return at the end of this world. So we know in this world there's going to be an end. So there's no such thing as, everything is good now. Everything's good as usual, or as it was usual, back prior before COVID conditions. No. There's going to come a time since there was a nation. And that's in the book of Daniel 12. All that is going to come, like what we went through in 2020 with this whole COVID thing, the lockdowns and that ain't nothing, man. All of those lockdown events that we went through, those are nothing more than trials for a greater crises to come, greater psychological operations to come. All right? Like I remember years ago, I don't know if my right hand man, the water, I don't know if he remembers this, but when he was in Catholic preaching, he was going into this this global issue, which could be very well happening in due time. The EMP attack, he was going into that. We had the article for it, everything else. So I don't know if he remembers that, but that could be taking place. That could be happening on a global scale, or it could just happen, obviously in America, because I have this article that I want to bring out as well on how they're blaming Russia, that Russia could very well be the country to hinder the electricity So I'm going to bring it out right now. Just bear me for 1 minute. Whew. So here we have it. So this reads, Russian threatens power grids if Biden moves in Ukraine. So this was aired out yesterday. The nation's leading expert on protecting electric grid from attacks urged governors to take the lead because the Biden administration won't. In a new alert, Peter Vincent Pry, the executive director of the EMP Task Force on National and Homeland Security, says concerns. Hold on, wait there. I gotta be careful right here. Are growing that Russia, North Korea, and Iran are inching closer to testing an electromagnetic attack on the U.S. grids or parts of it. So they're blaming Russia, and as well as these other countries that are allied with Russia, that they can do something in terms of upsetting the electric grid, pretty much causing a blackout. So, and it's funny because I've been reading them kind of articles, and them kind of articles have been going out frequently. So, you know, I'm thinking that this is going to be probably another major crisis that they're going to use, man. Like, Klaus, what would the Klaus Schwab say? I mean, whether he intended it to do it or not. But he warned the world that there was going to be some sort of cyber attacks